Hello friends, welcome back to your session on breaking the chronic pain, chronic stress cycle. We're on the home stretch. This is our fourth and final lesson. We're going to be incorporating much of what we have learned and practiced so far into a therapeutic yoga, somatic movement practice for pain relief. So as we get settled and ready for this practice, I want to remind you to, of course, listen to your body and remember that pain or strain means stop. If you are feeling any pain or strain, please back out of or stop whatever movement or stretch that we are doing. Just be gentle and kind to your body. We're going to move slowly with a lot of awareness so that you're able to sense and feel, hopefully before you would do anything that would feel harmful for your body. And also I want to encourage you to use your props, use your blocks, your pillows. We're starting again here on the floor. Feels so good for me to get get my hips, pelvis off of the floor, and this helps me sit up with a tall spine and open up across the heart. So we can also use a block or a pillow today for other forms and shapes that we are going to take during our practice, okay? So if you're ready, here we go. Let's get started. We will begin with a pause. Begin to become aware of the feel of the ground underneath you. And bring your awareness to something audible in your environment. Just notice something that you hear. Dialing in your awareness to what that sound is. What is creating that sound? And then see if you can get a sense for where that sound is coming from in relation to your body in this moment. Good. Now let's switch our attention to the feel of the air on your skin. Just notice how you are experiencing the air, quality of the air, maybe on the feel of it on your hands, front of your neck or chest, and on your face. Just notice. Remember that there's no right or wrong to this. You get to notice what you notice and feel what you feel. Now let's bring awareness to the breath. We'll practice being with the breath in this moment. Maybe tracking the sensation of the movement or the sensation of your inhale. And tracking sensation of your exhale. We practice being with our breath. Good. And here, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and gently open your eyes. And let's begin to use orient to our environment using our eyesight. So as we also begin to move a little bit, let's roll the shoulders. Bring the shoulders up towards your earlobes and back and down and low and loose. Let's slowly turn your chin to the right. Notice what's over your right shoulder. Maybe pick picking out one thing to focus on. Notice its shape and size, color and hue. And then gently, slowly tracking with your eyesight the different things that you see in your environment. Be silently in your mind, just saying these things, noticing, naming, noticing, naming, noticing, naming, till you get to the left shoulder. And notice one thing over your left shoulder. To bring your detailed awareness to the shape, the size, the color, the texture of this item. And then we'll bring the head back, forward gaze. Good, nice orienting session using external senses. We're going to begin to move and connect into our internal environment. This is going to be a very sensory yoga practice. We are going to, as much as able, we're going to move away from the thinking brain and into the feeling body. All right. Well, let's drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Bring the right hand to the side of the head. Bring the left hand over to the rib cage. Gently draw against that rib, creating the C shape. C spine stretch. And breathe. Good, releasing the hands and the arms, letting that neck, shoulders, and head move. As much as you're able, see if you can let sensation guide you through this practice. I am going to lead you, and I have lots of ideas for you, but you listen to your body and to see if you can let sensation guide you. So let's drop the left earlobe to the left shoulder. Draw the left hand to the side of the head, right hand to the left ribs, and a gentle drawing against those ribs. Just let the weight of your hand on your head just coax, stretch to the outer neck, and breathe. Good, releasing the hands, letting the neck move. See if it feels good to turn your chin from side to side. Good. All right, friends, let's draw those hands in heart center. And let's take a sensory moment here to feel the connection of your palms together. And you feel the finger pads connected, skin to skin sensation. And then here, just press into those hands a little bit more, whatever that means to you in this moment, to press in and see what that does to your heart space and ribs. Maybe there's a little more space there for you to take in a slower, fuller inhale and let out a long, full exhale. Maybe those shoulders can release a little bit on the exhale. Let's try that again. We're going to inhale slowly and fully. And exhale long and complete. See if we can keep the shoulders nice and low and soft, even on the inhale, breathing in and releasing out. Good. Let your hands fall out in front of you here. The elbows draw together and the hands come out flat. And now we're going to connect breath with movement. In, we're going to open up first. Open up across the heart as you draw the thumbs behind you. And then inhale the hands together and exhale, open. Inhale together and exhale, open. Inhale, the sides of the hands come together, and exhale, we open. And let's hold this posture here. If you don't feel pain or strain anywhere in your body, if you do, release out. We'll hold this open posture and see if you can feel that your shoulders are strong to hold the open posture, but they're also soft, low, and loose. Begin to maybe feel the challenge of this, holding this open posture. Let's take a pause here. Feel the ground under you. And then move your awareness to sensation in your neck, your shoulders, anywhere you might start to feel some challenge. A little bit of effort. Now, if you feel pain or strain, release. You are free. This is your body. You are free to move it as you choose, as you feel. But if you don't feel pain or strain, feel what you do feel in the shoulders, in the neck. Feel the challenge, the effort, and know that after the count of 3, we're going to let the hands come down. 1, 2, 3, and the arms come down. And just notice if you feel any relief anywhere in your body. Just feel the sensation of release and or relief. As much as we're able, we're dropping out of our thinking mind and into the feeling body. All right, I'm feeling into my hips and my pelvis and my everything here, and I'm wanting to move. So let's move into a new posture here. We're going to bring those legs out in front of us. This is called seated staff. Press those legs out in front of you. Draw your toes back energetically. And here we will do our routine of pausing. And bring your awareness to the feel of the ground. This new way you're connected. Can you sense from your heels all the way out the length of your legs to underneath your tailbone, that you have connection of the ground underneath? Now notice one thing in your environment. One thing you hear or see, smell. And bring awareness to your breath. Good. Now drawing this left leg over your right. We're going to go into a spine twist, but first we're going to practice something called dual awareness. Starting with getting a sense, and of course this is taking our interoception. We're using our interoception to feel into this dual awareness, getting a sense of the structure of your hips and the length and strength of your spine to hold this posture, to sit upright like this. And then let's practice grace for the face, inviting ease into your eyes, your cheekbones, and your jaw. You feel the structure of your hips, the length and strength to your spine, and also a softening into your eyes, your cheekbones, and your jaw. Wonderful. Now let's continue with the spine twist by bringing the left hand behind the left hip. The right arm either hugs that knee or comes across, and want to just twist at the core, looking towards your left shoulder. Nothing too big. Feel what you feel as you twist in the core and the spine. in, a breath out, a breath in, a breath out. Good, and then we'll return facing forward, unravel the legs, give them a shake out. All right, draw the right leg over the left, and we'll do our dual awareness. I'll lead you through, sensing the stability in your hips. You feel your tailbone rooting through the mat, holding you firm and secure. But your chin is parallel to the ground. Feel that length and strength you have to your spine. And imagine softening the inside corners of your eyes, softening the outside corners of your eyes, letting your jaw be low and loose. Dual awareness, feeling two different things at once, moving back and forth between them, strength and stability, ease. All right, bringing the right hand behind the right hip, left arm hugs that knee in or comes across. Inhale and exhale into a spine twist that feels good for you. Inhaling in, exhaling, inhaling, twisting and exhaling. Good, and then we'll face forward, shake out those legs. All right, we're going to do a little sensory, extra sensory exercise as we move our hands down the legs and up. As we release the low back forward and draw the body up. Focus on the sensation of what your palms of your hands and fingers feel as you move your hands down your legs and up. Sensory experience down your legs and up. Now move that awareness to, as you're able, what you feel on the legs as the hands move down and up and down and up. Focus your attention, sensory. And now let's shift our focus to what we feel in the back, in the hamstrings by making this motion. Feeling into your low back, your hamstrings. Just notice what you notice and feel what you feel. No judgment, just curiosity. And this time as we draw those hands down the leg, give your legs, both your legs, a bend. So we're going to just move into a stretch, but we want to move real slowly. It's not about how much we stretch, but paying attention to what you feel as you do stretch and letting your breath encourage a deeper stretch. So with that, I'm going to have us have a breath intention now of breathing in a little slower and fuller and exhaling longer and complete. Breathing in slower and fuller and exhaling longer and complete. If you want to begin to lengthen your legs, maybe one at a time, let's just practice that slower, fuller inhale and a long, complete exhale as you release over. One more time, slower, fuller inhale, long, complete exhale. Good, Good, and we will draw the body up. Let those shoulders come up and back and settle down low and loose. And find your seated staff again. Okay, now we're going to move into what's called tabletop form. And for this, you want to come onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees under your hips and your hands right down from your shoulders. Now this is flat back tabletop. So we're not letting the stomach release towards the mat yet or drawing it up, but finding that neutral flat back. Just see if you can get a sense. Okay, we're using our interoception, feeling in the body, getting a sense. And it doesn't matter whether your back is flat or not. This is the practice, is feeling. Getting a sense that you have this flat back. And let's take a pause here. Allowing your body to settle into this form or shape. Notice the stable ground. Really get a sensory experience of, maybe you can feel the texture of the mat under your fingers and palms. What do you feel at the tops of your feet, your shins and knees, all connected to the mat, all aligned? And here, let's just nod the head up and down. Gently bringing the head and chin up and down if you don't feel pain or strain. This is a great exercise to strengthen the little muscles that hold up your head all day. We want to lengthen and strengthen. Bringing the chin up and dropping it down. All right, friends, let's press the hands forward here. So we want to press those hands forward, and we're going to move the body forward and back. Really feeling into this movement and see if you can create length and space, maybe expansion in your body. Just be curious. What would it feel like to feel some length, some openness, some expansion in your body? Moving forward and back as much as feels good for you. Good. Length, space, and openness in the body. And then we'll come back to our tabletop by bringing those hands underneath the shoulders. Okay. And now we are going to let the abdomen drop. So you just, what would it be like to release your belly? Just stop. We do a lot of holding in of body parts. Just release the abdomen, let the low back release. And feel the activation of your hands, your arms into the mat. So we're releasing the abdomen towards the mat. And now, how about releasing the lower jaw? What would that be like to release that lower jaw? Releasing the abdomen. And breathe, of course. And now we'll move to what's called, this is, for whatever reason, called cow back. And as you draw the back up, rounding it, pulling your belly button up to your back, chin to chest, this is scary cat back. If you don't feel pain or strain, hold and breathe. And now we'll flow, dropping down into cow back, drawing up into Let's move through this. Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. Cat back, cow back, and cat back. And then with that, if you want to bring your hips back to the heels, tops, or the tops of your heels, this is child's posture. Using a pillow or a block here is a great option between your seat and your feet. And then bring those elbows and your hands to the mat. Let your forehead rest. And let's do our routine here. We're going to take a pause. Bring sensory awareness to the new way you are connected to the ground. We ground. We bring specific, intentional awareness to our sensory experience of feeling where we're connected to the ground. Palms of your hands, backs of your elbows, tops of your feet. Notice and feel. And bringing awareness to one thing in the environment. Notice one place you could soften. Maybe you want to move your arms. There's no particular way you need to have your arms or head resting. Just find something that feels you can loosen and soften. And now I'm going to ask you to sense into your body. Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. See what has your attention. What sensation has your attention in your body right now? What is calling out to you the strongest? If it's tension, feel that. If it's discomfort somewhere, feel that. If it's pain, not because you're straining or hurting something, but if you have pain, notice, feel it. And feel the ground underneath you. Notice one thing in your environment. Notice where you could soften or release or relax. And notice your breath. Great. You're doing great. Let's remove any prop you have back there. We're going to come back into our tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm going to have us do a neck stretch that is a specific move or stretch to activate the vagus nerve. So as we're in tabletop, you want to feel a straight line from your tailbone through the crown of your head. So your head's not picked up at all. It's like you're looking straight down at the mat. And now do this slowly, and of course if you feel pain or strain, don't do it. Otherwise you're going to turn the chin towards your right shoulder and then pick up your chin just about 1 or 2 inches. Hold that and breathe. We're going to do about 5 breaths. As you practice this, see if you can work up to 30 breaths or 30 seconds. All right, now we're going to drop the head back down. To do the other side, turn the chin to the left, and then pick the chin up about 2 inches. Just want to feel that stretch along the outside of the neck, and then as you pick the chin up, maybe you can feel it on this inside portion, and breathe. And we'll let the head come back down. Okay. If you want to follow this movement of moving into what's called down dog, otherwise you can just draw your feet under you and come into a forward fold. But if you'd like to stretch out the hands, pressing those arms forward in front of your head, tuck your toes under, pull up on your knees, press your body to the back, and this is down dog. And you can have your knees bent, and my shape is going to look different than your shape. If you want to bend one knee and press the opposite heel towards the mat, this is called pedaling, walking the dog. Feel this, where can you create lengthen your hamstrings. Move and breathe with me here. And then we're going to move towards what's called forward fold by stepping the feet underneath us. Keep a nice bend to your knees so that you can have your hands on the mat or a block, but we want to have connection. Feet to the floor, hands to a block or the mat. And we're going to take a pause here. Bring your awareness, that sensory experience of feeling the stable ground under your feet, the mat under your hands, firm and secure. And then moving that body ever so slightly forward towards the hands and fingers, and notice your strength and stability that you don't fall on your head, and then moving back, pads of the feet and heels. You don't fall on your butt. We move forward and back. Feeling the stability you have in your body, the strength you have in your body. Bringing empowerment into the system, feeling our agency we have over the movement of our body. This brings an empowerment into the nervous system. And then as you gather all of your weight and strength into the low body, again, if you don't feel pain or strain, if this is safe for you, release your hands to your elbows and we're in forward fold. Oh, let your head release from your neck. Letting gravity do its work here, lengthening in your cervical spine, releasing patterns of tension. How often do you get in this position? Probably not often. Let gravity just release tension in your neck and your shoulders. Bring the head up and down here. Keep strengthening the neck muscles. I call moves like this headache busters. You want to strengthen those little and medium and big muscles in our body. And then from here, let's just release our hands and make our way to standing with a nice bend to your knees. We'll just slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll on up till we are standing up. And if you get dizzy, I know you can't see me, but I'm going to change the camera in a minute. But if you're dizzy when you stand up, place your hands on top of your head and just sway back and forth on your feet. So you want to do this while I move my camera or get a drink. Okay, here we are, a new position, a new posture, a new opportunity to practice our routine. Bringing your feet under your hips, let's take a pause. Bringing your awareness to this new way you're connected to the ground. Just the four corners of your feet, the pads of your feet, your heels. Intentional awareness to the connection of the ground under your feet. Notice one thing in your environment. Notice one place you could soften in your body, or maybe a couple places you could soften in your body. And then we'll bring awareness to our breath. All right, let's step the feet out a little bit wider. Just feel a nice stable connection to the ground. Stability in the body by opening up your stance. We'll roll the shoulders. Bringing the shoulders up to the earlobes and back and down and low and loose. You can do a lot of the same routines in different positions. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale them back and down and low and loose. Good. Here we're going to bring the hands in heart center. Pressing those palms together. Get that sensory experience of pressing the palms together. Maybe that opens you up in your rib cage or heart space. Taking in a full breath. Releasing it out. Practice breathing in without using your neck or your chest. Breathing in. Releasing out. Good, and now we're going to open up the palms down low, drawing your thumbs behind you. Just notice what it feels like to have this open posture. Feeling the stability in your body, strength in your body to hold this posture. And now we're going to inhale the arms overhead. And exhale to a side stretch just to get some movement with breath. Inhale up and exhale over. Plus it's good to move the spine lots of different ways. Inhale up and exhale side. And inhale up and exhale side. And inhale up. And now we're going to let those arms come down shoulder height. And here, if you don't feel pain or strain, we're going to hold these arms up. Can you feel the strength in your shoulders to hold your hands as high as your shoulders? And yet, as you're able, try not to activate your neck muscles or your face. See if you can feel the activation in your body, the strength in your body, and also ease to your face. What would it be like to bring in that softening to the eyes, release to the cheekbones and jaw? We're feeling effort in the body and ease in the face. We're practicing not grimacing through the hard things of yoga, just as we will. We want to take this off the mat and not grimace through the hard things of life. What if we could invite in, intentionally bring in grace for your face during the heart of life? Intentionally bringing in a softening to the eyes, the cheeks, and jaw. Now, if you need to let your arms come down, you'll let your arms come down. If you can hold it and feel the challenge with me, feel it in your shoulders, feel it in your neck. Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. Let's practice not ignoring sensation of discomfort or pain. Let's not distract from it, but we're going to feel what it feels like to have that tension, discomfort, burning shoulders, burning arms or neck. And know that hard things come to an end. We will not always be holding this posture. Hard things come to an end. We're going to let this go after 3, 2, 1, and the arms come down. And here I encourage you just to notice sensation. Notice sensation along the tops of your shoulders and down your arms, even into your palms or fingertips. Do you feel some release? Where do you feel some release? Do you feel some relief? What does or could relief feel like for you? Just want you to ponder that. What does or what could relief, what will relief feel like for you? Where do you feel some release in your body? Where might you feel some relief? Some ease, some openness, maybe a tingling warmth. Just bring your detailed awareness to those sensations. All right, with that, we're going to make our way back down to the mat. We're going to meet you back on the mat, laying on our backs, feet to the floor, legs bent, feet to the floor, and on the back. Okay. Feet to the floor, laying on the back. And what do we get to do? We get to, think about that. You get to pause. You get to feel the support of the ground now, under so much more of the body than just our 2 feet. Let's not rush through this just because we do it a lot or it seems simplistic. Let's not rush through it. It's powerful. Feeling that connection of the ground under your heels, pads of your feet, palms of your hands, back of your arms. Feel it all. We are indeed supported. Notice one thing in your environment. Notice where you could soften or release. Allowing the body to soften and release. And feel your breath. with the breath. Okay, friends, I'm going to have you bring your right leg over your left and let the knees fall to the left side, and then draw your arms above your head if that feels okay for you. You can always have your arms out to the sides, but we're going to be here in what's called an S twist. And I'm going to have us practice some breathing techniques while we're allowing our body to stretch and release in this S twist. So let's ratio breathe. We're going to inhale, count of 2. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 2. And exhale, 4. Last time, inhale, 2. And exhale, 4. And let your body breathe on its own. See if you can get a sense of the deepest point of stretch or challenge that you feel in your body. Notice it. And then where could you feel some ease in your body? What if it was just at the ends of your fingers? Could you sense ease and release in your fingers? And move your awareness to feeling the challenge of the stretch in your body. Ease and release in your eyes, your face, and the challenge in your body. Dual awareness. We can feel 2 things at once. Teaching the nervous system a new story, that we won't always feel blank. You fill in the blank. You won't always feel the pain, the discomfort, the tension, the grief. Good. We'll bring the legs back, unravel them. We're going to spine twist, S twist on the other side by bringing the left leg over the right. Let the legs fall to the right. Let your arms just kind of hang out however they like. Let's ratio breathe. Let's extend it to an inhale to 3 and exhale 6. Inhale 3 and exhale 6. Last time, inhale 3 and exhale 6. Let the body breathe. We'll bring the hips back to the mat. Unravel the legs. And now drawing your heels and the soles of your feet together. Let the outside of your legs release towards the ground. And here, if you have a couple pillows or a couple yoga blocks, it would be really helpful to bring those to the side of your legs, outside of your legs, so that your legs release into something. And we're going to practice bringing a softening into our pelvic floor area. And first, we're going to practice belly breathing or the diaphragmatic breathing. So we want to place our hands to the sides of the abdomen so we can feel that abdomen wall expand and press up on the inhale as we inflate the balloon in the diaphragm, and imagining that, and then we deflate it. So those hands to the side of the abdomen, we're going to breathe in to fill up, hold it for a moment, and then deflate, exhale. I physically draw my belly button down towards my back to exhale. Breathe in, fill it up, and hold, and exhale, draw it down. Practice this on your own, belly breathing. One more time, inflate, feel your abdomen wall press. Hold, deflate. And release in your head, neck, and shoulders. Let's let those arms open up. And let your body breathe. Okay, my friends, we're nearing the end. We're going to practice softening the abdomen and softening the pelvic floor. Breathing in and exhaling to release in the belly. Breathing in. Exhaling to release in the inner thighs. Breathing in. Exhale to release in the soles of your feet. Breathing in. Exhaling to release in your belly. Breathing in. Exhale to release in your pelvis. Breathing in. Exhale to release in your perineal floor, perineum, pelvic floor. Breathing in, releasing throughout the body. Breathing in, releasing into the face. We're going to end with grace for the face. Imagining that you can soften the inside corners of your eyes. You can soften the outside corners of your eyes. Bringing ease and release to your cheekbones. Bringing ease and release to your jaw. Moving awareness inside of your mouth. Just notice if there's space, bringing space between the back of your teeth. Allowing a heaviness to your low jaw. Notice upper palate doming higher and higher. Bringing awareness to your breath. Breathing in without using your neck or your shoulders till you feel full. Releasing out through your loose jaw. Hearing that breath release, breathing in fully. Releasing out loose jaw. One last time, breathing in till you're full. Releasing out loose jaw. And here, my friends, I'm going to invite you one last time to notice what you notice and feel what you feel. No judgment, just curiosity. And notice for those relaxation responses of the body. Moisture in your mouth. Moisture to your eyes, soft eyes, loose jaw, a deepening of the breath, ease and softness to the belly. Now, my friends, I'm going to encourage you to stay there, stay as you are, resting. Resting in this state of parasympathetic relaxation. If you're able to drop into sleep, how wonderful would that be? Continue to breathe and experience whatever this experience is for you. There's no need for you to get up. There's no need for you to get up. I want to thank you for joining me here through these 4 different lessons. And until we can move and breathe together again, be safe and well and full of hope. Shalom, my friends.